I'm currently dealing with the reality that I'm going to have to evacuate my house because of the hurricane um, coming by Florida, Hurricane Matthew. I'm in Jacksonville, which is the city that it is coming closest to, it seems. That's pretty scary.
I can think well because I am really like, because my feet are really longer than my my bed.
Okay, baby, you can go back to sleep, honey. She wakes up in the middle of the night and starts talking. But yeah, it's coming closest to us than most storms. Like most storms curve around us, and this one is actually coming towards us. It's getting closer to us, which is pretty weird and scary. Um, Normally here we kind of laugh off hurricanes because, you know, the news always makes them out to be a big deal and they just kind of like dissipate, or they just kind of like bring a lot of rain and, you know, some tornadoes and stuff, but it's not like a huge deal. This one, however, is, like I said, different. So I am concerned, and mostly because I do have a 4-year-old daughter and I'm a single mother, and I don't have a lot of possessions and I don't have a lot of money, and this home is all I have, and it's an old house, but it's mine, you know what I mean? And that's scary to think about losing that. But more importantly than losing my possessions, I'm worried about me and my daughter. You know, I don't want to leave my daughter without her mother, and I don't want anything to happen to my daughter, especially. Um, so it's I don't know. It's a little bit nerve wracking. Like, I guess I've just never like sat down and actually thought about what I would do in a situation like this. Like, you know, you think about it kind of in theory, but it's not the same as when this is actually happening and they're actually telling you that your zone is going to be evacuated. Um, and then you're like really faced with that question of what do I pack? What possessions do I take with me? Um, that's kind of crazy, you know, when you think that what you take with you could be all you have. I mean, God, I pray to God that it's not, but you never know. So, yeah, that's a very scary situation. Um, it's surreal. And I'm trying not to like think the worst, but you kind of have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I mean, that's the way I think about it. I'm a realistic person. I'm not going to like run around with my, like a chicken with my head chopped off, like freaking out about it, but I'm going to be realistic, you know? Like I said, I have a daughter to worry about. I can't afford to just sit back and be one of those people, like a lot of people are in my city, who just don't take it seriously and have hurricane parties, you know, and just stock up on alcohol and assume everything is going to be okay. Because a lot of storms have been like that. But this is a category 4 and it's coming awfully close. Like, this is an extreme storm, and they're talking about it strengthening. So I'm not really going to take that too lightly. That's just me. So I've started packing bags for my daughter and I last night, and I'm going to continue to do so now. It is currently about 3 in the morning. I woke up to a severe weather alert on my phone that we are technically in a hurricane warning, imminent warning, um, which I pretty much knew was coming because of how they've been talking yesterday. They pretty much said today, which is Thursday, is the day to get your plans, get out of town, do whatever you're going to do, because Friday is like, that's lockdown day. That's the day that things are supposed to get bad. So, nerve wracking, but what can you do, you know? Weather is unpredictable. I have loved storms since I was a kid, you know? I always wanted to be a storm chaser. I was like obsessed with tornadoes. Like the movie Twister was like my obsession when I was younger, and I still am totally fascinated by them, but at the same time, I have a healthy fear of them. I I don't want to put myself in their path uh, with my daughter. Ever since I've had my daughter, this is how I feel, you know. Before, I was just like, I would totally chase storms. Like, fear for my own life was not like a big deal, you know. I really didn't have anything to lose. But now it's like, you know, if I die, like my daughter wouldn't have her mother, and I wouldn't get to live and experience seeing my daughter grow up, and that's a huge thing for me. But so that's the most important thing, you know. Obviously, if it came down to me or her, I'd want her to survive, but it, I still would like to survive with her. So I got to do the best I can do for the both of us. So anybody who's in any of the path, Florida, pretty much all the Florida coast, East Coast, Georgia, South Carolina, I know is already doing evacuations. I believe North Carolina is already looking into that stuff as well. I don't know if they're doing evacuations, but I know they're already being put on warnings and stuff. You guys, please take this seriously. Like, I mean, you don't have to like freak out or go crazy, but just get your supplies together. Be smart about it. Don't just take it lightly, because I mean, we've seen the effects that storms have on places. Not just storms, all kinds of natural disasters. You know, we don't want this to be, you know, another Katrina. I'm not saying it would be necessarily, but we just don't want that, and we have to take precautions for our loved ones and ourselves. So please just be safe, guys. I'm praying that the storm weakens or changes paths or something, and that it is not as devastating as they're saying it can be, because I don't want to see lives lost. I don't want to see people's lives ruined because they lose their homes and their cars and their lives, you know, that they've built. So, yeah, that's pretty much just what's been on my mind this evening, and I hope everybody is safe, and I guess I will see you on the flip side. Hopefully the upturned side that it's supposed to be. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.